So the inspiration for the piece really is the River Callan that runs through Katy in County Armagh. And it was written in a period of time when I, like so many other people, was stuck away from home and couldn't go and visit my lovely family in Katy in County Armagh. And so in the piece, the cello part really takes on the role of the protagonist, and it's quite a mournful, yearning cello line. And the piano part really embodies the spirit of the river itself. And so you hear this interplay between this very haunting folk-like melody and the very splashy and the very splashy piano part that's sort of full of movement and playfulness. So a couple of listening points for the piece. The cello part, at various times you can hear little whispers of the folk song, The Banks of the Callan, which I learned as a child. And you can hear it primarily towards the ends of some of the main sections of the piece. You'll hear this da-da-da, da-dum, bum, da-da-da-da-dum, da-da, or that in a minor key, which is the end of the verse of the folk song, The banks of the Callan, near sweet Katy town. And so these little whispers of the folk melody come through within the piece, and they've sort of been recontextualized in a way that sort of sets them against the sort of splashy piano part, which is the river. The opening of the piece is a very mournful, yearning, sad moment in the cello part that sort of descends into quite a dreamlike state where the cello as the protagonist is longing to be at home and is sort of daydreaming about being near the river, and the piano part is incredibly fluid and flowing, and it whisks you away into this sort of dreamlike state, with a sort of sad realization towards the end of the piece that that isn't the case, and that melancholic Banks of the Callan folk song quote kind of comes back to ground the listener into the present moment. I've been lucky enough to work with the Rain SoloistEnsemble on a number of occasions, and it's a really wonderful experience every single time, because they are musicians of incredibly high standard. The nuance and the beauty that they bring to each piece is really stunning, and this will be the second time that they'll have performed Callan, and I'm just so delighted to be working with them again. It's really, really beautiful to take in their concerts. They're always really inspirational concerts to attend, and I always come away feeling like writing more music, which is really lovely. So coming up for me in the next little while, something I'm incredibly excited about is the release of my new song cycle. I've just finished writing and recording a song cycle for mezzo-soprano and piano trio called Songs from Revered Scorned Women, and it's a song cycle in 5 movements, and each movement is from the point of view of a woman throughout myth, throughout history, throughout religion, who have really been sort of the blueprint for misogynistic treatment or patriarchal standards, and really exploring their stories from their point of view, and really kind of building those characterizations into the music. So that's something I'm incredibly excited about, and that'll be being released early next year, so early 2024. But for now, I hope to see a lot of you on Friday at the wonderful Rain Soloist Ensemble concert. I'm really looking forward to it.